this custom guitar. It's a custom LED guitar, and I had a lot of fun doing this, but I also learned a lot. I don't play the guitar, and so there's a lot that I didn't know, and you're going to have to deal with my very limited musical palette later. But here it is. Just kind of want to show it off. It's built out of resin, and I went with resin because I really like that I can make it not transparent, but it's still translucent. And also, I don't have a router, I don't have a bandsaw, I don't have a CNC, I don't have a planer, and so resin was just a lot easier to work with than like acrylic or something. But here it is. It's got like your usual knobs for like volume and tone. It's got your pickup selector, but on top of that, it's got an LED mode selector, which we'll show in a minute, and then it's got a slider for brightness. The neck has LEDs in it, and the brightness slider is for those. There is an on-off switch here. When you turn it on, the pots kind of light up, and they light up in like color respective to their settings. So like red being 10, purple being like 0, and they go off after a couple seconds. They're kind of annoying to be on all the time, but if you change them, they'll come back on, and they've all got their own respective color to value. There's an LED that is on the top that is on, and it's on whenever it is on. The reason for that is because it's got a USB jack here on the side, and that's to recharge the battery. There's like an RC car battery in it, like a 7.4 volt. That way I can get a lot more like bang for my buck, and you don't have to take it out. So I've got the USB to charge it, but the thing is you can't charge it with the while it's on. We'll go ahead and show the charger real quick. So it's basically just USB. You plug it in, and there's a little red light that comes on the back that says I am charging. It generally takes about, I think, 4 to 6 hours to fully charge. I think it's supposed to turn green when it's fully charged, but I haven't seen it do that, so I don't know if the charging unit that I got doesn't do that, or if the description is incorrect. When the battery is dying, a red LED will kind of show up here, and it's a little difficult to see, I guess, if you've got a lot of light going on in the body, especially red, but it'll actually, it might be about here. It comes on when you have what is it, about like a fifth of the battery left, and I think the battery lasts, it's kind of hard to say. So like if I give it full battery and plug it in, all the LEDs on, it'll run for 2.5 hours, which doesn't seem like a lot. However, you can't actually, when you're playing it, play all the LEDs. I had to program it to do that, just so that I could kind of see what it would take. I think at most you can have half, not quite half, at most. And then, so you're gonna get, what, probably about 5 hours of it. So the little battery light will come on with like an hour left, and that's like minimum. A lot of the modes aren't even close to displaying half the LEDs, so some of them you could probably get up to like, I guess, 8-9 hours maybe, but 5 at least, the minimum. I don't have an amp because I don't play the guitar. I do, however, have like a regular old stereo, so I'm gonna go ahead and plug it into that so that you can hear it, and we'll turn it on and we'll play a little bit, and I'll kind of go through like all the different modes that there are. I hope this stereo, I don't know if a stereo will sound anything like a guitar amp. It beats me. So again, I don't play the guitar. I dabble a little, but you're just gonna have to deal with my limited playing abilities. By default, it comes on with a mode that displays the frequencies kind of around the body. So we have like you see like red all the way up to like blue. All the way to purple. So like low notes are kind of red, and like, and your neck LEDs here light up. very similar, however the colors rotate around, both in the neck and in the body. This still plays like frequency based. So this one, I don't know, this one could be really pretty, I think. So we have another one where you can set the whole guitar to be one color but still base it off of frequency. You can pick one of the, I think is it 9 colors in the neck. So we have like you just cycle through them all. Same thing, except it'll display the color of whatever fret you're touching, from like the kind of basic base of the neck, I guess. So. If you're touching in the middle of a fret and it picks 2 of them, it picks the last one touched, and I guess there's like milliseconds somewhere in there, so you might not know which one it's going to pick, but so then we have one where you can just set the whole thing to be a color. Doesn't have anything to do with where you're touching on the neck, doesn't have anything to do with what you're playing, it's just a color. And you can pick any of the 9 colors that you want, and it just stays that way. The neck slider, if you don't like the neck, or if you want like a different brightness or whatever, you just slide it up and down, and you can dim the neck all the way off. I think by default it's about like 40% of the brightness. When you first turn it on, we can bump it up, turn it off if you like. So this one just cycles through the colors, and you pick the color you want. Then there's one where it has nothing to do with the frequency that's played. It's all based off of the fret you're touching, and it just kind of goes around from the bottom to the top. And it'll display all of them that you're touching at once. So if you're touching them all, which I don't think you can actually do while you're playing the guitar, it'll show them all. It has another one where it also is based off of the fret touched, but it shows the last fret touched throughout the whole guitar. And then the last one is just kind of a preset pattern built into the guitar and the neck. And it's kind of like revolves through 3 different kind of like colored cycles, but it just plays it through the neck and through the body. And that's kind of it. basically it. The knobs still work the way that they're supposed to. Like, they're like double input knobs, so they keep the LEDs and the guitar parts separate from each other. That's pretty much it. I really want to have somebody that actually knows how to play this thing play it. So hopefully in another video coming up soon, I'll have found somebody that has an amp and can play, and we'll make another video.